I told you about the hike when we met the grizzly bear, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That was quite a hike. Well, for one thing, too, yeah, go ahead if you want to.
Okay.
We had each got a binoculars,
Mm-hmm.
and we liked to sit when we were in a campground. We liked to sit in the campground and just look around in the mountains. And I was looking one day here. We were up in Montana in the mountains, I think it was. And we saw this cliff from when we weren't even looking through the binoculars, and it had a straight front, absolutely straight. And I was looking at that thing with binoculars going round and round. I said, there must be a trail on that thing, because I could see people on it.
Mm-hmm.
And by golly, we got onto that trail without planning. We did not plan at all. And we got there because we had a trail that we took around to the, I just mentioned it a bit ago. Anyhow, it was where it was just, you had to walk into it to even get to it, a chalet.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed overnight there. And when we left, though, the next morning, we went up behind it and over a ridge up there that took us down to our campground the next day. So we made a round trip instead of backing up and going home, you know. And by golly, we came to that cliff without knowing that we were going to. And here it was, just barely wide enough for two people to walk on. And my fear of falling just really hit me. And my husband was one that he was not afraid of falling, nothing bothered him. He wanted to walk on the outside of the trail to keep me away from it, you know. And I was afraid he would fall, and I wouldn't let him. So he came up behind me, and fortunately that didn't last very long. It just went down, and then it made a quick turn and came down again, and then we were off of that cliff.
Wow.
That straight up and down thing.
Ooh.
But then it was a little while after that we met the grizzly bear. Which was kind of amazing what happened there. And Grandpa's brother and his wife was along on this trip, and she was in the lead, and she stopped and she said, "There's a bear." And I said, "Are you sure it's a bear?" She says, "Sure, I'm sure it's a bear." And so we all stopped and just looked, and sure enough, it was a grizzly bear. And he kept looking at us, and he kept turning his head like he was smelling us. They have a good sense of smell. Their eyesight is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And he started walking toward us. And jeez, it was just more than I could stand almost. I couldn't hardly stand it, just stand there and watch him.
Wow.
But he stopped, and he sniffed the air again, and walked off into the woods. Nothing. That was all there was to him. Very quietly, I couldn't even hear anything breaking that he was stepping on those tree limbs, you know, stuff. Nothing. He never made a sound when he was walking off into the woods.
Wow.
And so that was our big thing for that day. And that was only about about a half a mile before we get to the campground that we saw that bear.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was one of our big times in Colorado. That was
Yeah.
quite a trip. Yeah.
Wow.
But we had some really good hiking trails there. Very good. Fortunately, we both loved the same thing. We both loved the hiking. Yeah.
Nice.
But Grandpa liked the high ones better than I did, and he and his brother went up to, let's see, what mountain is it? It's a very tall mountain, and it's kind of scary to walk the trails if you're afraid of falling. And so, but they did climb it, and they were very happy with it too. Mount Evans, I think it was. And that's the last time they had asked to do something like that, though. That settled them. Yeah. It was quite a hike. They were tired when they got back.
Yeah.
The next day, they didn't want to do anything but sit and rest. Well, Shirley and I decided that we're not going to sit like that the last day of our vacation. So we planned a hike, and they had to go with us. So that was the end of that. They went with us.
They had to.
They had to, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some pretty good hikes out there. Yeah.
Nice.
The Grand Canyon hike was really terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down the Kaibab Trail, and like I told you, we stayed all night then. And we had some entertainment that night with the ranger. And we had a real good dinner, a real good breakfast, and then we started out early in the morning to hike back out. And we got it done in a day. It wasn't any problem to it. Yeah.
Nice.
And we were glad that we had done it then. But didn't want to try it again.
No?
No, no. No. Well, that's the main thing I can think about. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome. You gonna show this to someone sometime?
Possibly, if that's okay with you.
I don't care.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's,
So,
might encourage some people to go hiking in Colorado.
yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, very possible.
All right.
And that would please me if that would happen.
Good.
Yeah.
Good deal. You're very inspiring. Good deal. All right. Thank you for the story, Grandma.
Okay, you're welcome. Glad I could do it.